Losing season as Pittsburgh does have a losing today.
EA Sports coverage of the net here since 2004. Crowd, his Steelers. It's 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Ray McLeod to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here come the Steelers now on offense, led out by a man who's been at the control since 2004. 6-time Pro Bowler, Ben Roethlisberger.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable. Scouted free agents well and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. A first carry for Najee Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not attack.
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most. because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all, as that was a rocket.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Bridgewater again. This is the tight end Fant. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 9 carries, 56 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
From the 27, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that, but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch-counter-punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing, Bridgewater. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
McManus's point after is good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McLeod now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On second down now. It's Harris, and this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. And Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. handoff comes to Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Bridgewater now from the 50. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
McLeod now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And Pat Freiermuth picks up a first down with a nice catch there. He was the 2nd tight end taken after Kyle Pitts in the draft. Went in the 2nd round out of Penn State. And the Pittsburgh Steelers were looking for a big target. After the retirement of Vance McDonald, he's showing signs of being that guy already.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 31, Roethlisberger. Harris has it over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Mike Purcell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will knot us up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Bridgewater on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down, Bridgewater. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Third down, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Good call, man. 30. 45. Quit talking about it.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll run with Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the give, this is Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It's brought in by Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
45. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Boswell's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points, so some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 4. To throw, Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bridgewater to Fant. First down, Broncos. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. This is the tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Gordon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete here. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger, he finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that
one. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Throwing, Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To throw is Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 24, Bridgewater. Here it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Now Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota hosting Detroit in the NFC North. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail the visiting Patriots at halftime. 3 touchdown passes there for Mac Jones. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Kyle Allen, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second. second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Bridgewater. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st down, Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing is Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Bridgewater now. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. With that, he has done what nobody else has done in the 1st century of NFL football. He has gone over 400 yards receiving in a single game. Simply incredible. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Fire. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Bridgewater again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Had Freiermuth the intended target, and now it's second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Going right back to Fant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. So
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. Shoves him aside. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 38, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. This is the tight end, Fant. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. To the air again with Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him line there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Here we go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Again, it's Harris on second down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's second and a yard. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Bridgewater on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Get ready.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's score. Melvin Gordon taking it as they extend their fourth quarter lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
Situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
First down, Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him so far, and a boatload of touchdown runs as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try and punch it in. The 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Now Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 2nd and inches, Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Right back to Claypool, this time complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. Going right back to Fant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Let's get him. Come
Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by one more. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron.
Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 44, Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Bridgewater here to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double down here and get 8.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out come the Steelers. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to